Hello, everybody. There we go. How is everyone doing? So, I'm starting playthrough of Deliver Us the Moon, and you'll notice that the game hasn't actually started just yet. And that's because this game auto plays. I should probably update this. This game auto plays the intro cinematic when you start it, so I didn't want to have it running already before we got here. So let's watch, shall we? Unreal Engine. Oh. All right.
There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began.
Oh, that's soon. Crap.
With hardly any resources left on our world,
Sounds about
global
right.
powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers.
Okay.
The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon.
Really?
With it, humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come.
Excellent.
And so, in 2032, mankind colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3.
Cool.
The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT.
Fancy. Whoa, look at him beam that energy.
For a time, all seemed well. Then, one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out. No energy.
Uh-oh.
The MPT had gone offline.
That's bad.
Communication with the lunar colonist was lost.
Also bad.
Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon, the World Space Agency was shut down permanently in 2055.
Bummer.
But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future.
Aha.
Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon.
Oh boy.
What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable. But the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
She said the thing. Nice suit. Rock on. Hey, 76 Freedom Fam. How you going? Yo, you're back. It's been like 5 months. It's been a minute. How you doing? Hope you're well. Let's see. All right, so let's start a new game. Did you freeze, game, or are you just taking a hot second to load? Ruh-roh, Raggy. Okay. Whew.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecast of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees, despite reports of resource shortages. The dust
Oh, hey,
storm
I'm in
is
control
expected
now.
to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and 50th latitude lines by late afternoon and pass over the World Space Agency's former MPT ground station in the Adirau Desert. Authorities have imposed a mandatory evacuation of the impacted areas.
Nice.
For countries north of the equatorial desert,
That just gonna keep
temperatures
playing.
are expected to be a mild
Didn't want to
86
talk over
degrees
it, but I will if she's not
This
going to
was
stop
Nicole
talking.
Page for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
Oh. There's a weird little input delay. Freedom, you said ups and downs, but internet. You have internet, you have a Twitch password, and you've got the rest of the evening off. The rest is up to you now. Me? Oh boy. I make no promises. What's this? Tombs from the Lost Lands. Okay. No pressure? Okay, good. Moonman, Far Crossing. Whoa. A brave astronaut ventures to the moon. His mission to explore the lunar expanse and uncover its mysteries. While the road is desolate and hardships many, he knows that he must persevere to save mankind. Oh, is that like pretty literally the whole space no pressure thing? Ha ha ha! You're funny. Dirty plate. Soda I can't take. Electrical cabinet I probably can't access. Ooh, what's this? Launch sequence. 1. Ground launch sequencer. 2. Orbital access arm. 3. Auxiliary power units. 4. Gaseous oxygen vent arm. 5. Sound suppression system. 6. Hydrogen burn-off. 7. Main engine ignition. 8. Main engine cutoff. 9. Stage separation. 10. Second stage ignition. Oh, that's cool. It's on the back, I think. You've done it 1,000 times before during our simulations. We know you can do this. Good luck, Claire. If I hit read, will it read it out to me? Oh, no, it just brings up the... Here's everything in case you don't want to have to look at it. Oh, I wrote it down. Shut that off since it's just static. Freedom KSP for big kids, lol. Yeah, kinda. So I don't think I have to build my own rocket. Thankfully. My Kerbal Space Program rockets always went crashy bluey. MPT online. MPT transmits power from the moon to Earth. This is dated March 14th, 2041. Wow, I can read, I promise. The microwave power transmission, MPT, generates power inside a fusion reactor and sends it wirelessly to receivers on Earth, fueled by helium-3 harvested on the moon. While the MPT took over a decade to complete, the energy signal traveled rapidly from the lunar colony to Earth. The World Space Agency believes the MPT can transmit enough energy from the colony's fusion reactor to supply approximately 20% of Earth's population. That percentage is expected to rise quickly in another decade. The MPT could power all of Earth, said Dr. Isaac Johnson, the agency's lead scientist. Earth will never be in the dark again. And he jinxed it by saying that. So we're going to blame him. Oh, that's an old-fashioned lantern. But it looks like it has a light bulb in it, not a flame. That's cool, I guess. Oh, look, we got some Euro plugs over there.
Fortuna, are you there?
Fortuna? Is that me? Am I Fortuna? Alright, we gotta get our suit on, it looks like. Alright, let's get our suit.
We're ready to start the mission. Do you copy?
Grab. Booting. Hey! My reflection in the helmet was me already wearing a helmet.
Control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
Alright, 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 I will. Whoa, wrong thing. Wow. Welcome. My pit boy. Confirm contact.
Radio contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
That sounds important. Mission log, tools. Enter the Fesenkov launch facility. Equip the astronaut suit. Done. I did it. Now the door is open. The Fesenkov Cosmodrome.
The Taurus 5. It took us 4 years to get it ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
Freedom Serious Clone Trooper vibes? Kinda, actually, yeah. It is a pretty cool spacesuit, though. Do I want to know what happened to Titan 1 through 4, though? She said it was Titan 5. Oh, got an achievement. Look at me. An MPT network dish. Created by Isaac Johnson, the MTP transmitted power from the moon to the Earth through a network of satellite dishes. Since Isaac's disappearance during the 2054 blackout, Claire Johnson and State fathers worked closely in preparation for the Fortuna mission. Oh, Claire's dad. Gotcha. So there's 2 more things in an audio log, it looks like, that we can find. Common device, flashlight, Astro Tool, and Oculus. This comes with VR. Sweet. Oh, well, they don't want you getting out, so they park some camper vans in the way. I see how it is. Well, since scannable things show up, sprint. That's an okay sprint. Oh, we're in a cramped space, I see. So auto first person, right? That's cool. A mother lost. Elizabeth kept the Johnson family together after her husband, Isaac, assumed a role on the Lunar Council. After her death, Claire took care of her sister Kathy before she was taken to the moon to live with Isaac. Both Isaac and Kathy have not been seen since the blackout. Ooh, that sucks. Kathy and Claire's things, teddy bear, microwave that's not plugged in, some photos, sorted stuffs. MPT, end of the age of wires. Imagine a world free of fossil fuels and pollution. All of our energy needs satisfied in the blink of an eye. A system that can wirelessly transmit energy all over the world and beyond. This is the MPT, the microwave power transmission. In this book, MPT inventor Isaac Johnson discusses what the future might hold for this revolutionary system. Whoops. Cool. Aw, some kid art. Daddy, me, Claire. She doesn't look very happy to be going. It's a girl. Isaac and Elizabeth are proud to announce the arrival of Claire's little sister, Kathy Christina Johnson. Aw. Oh yeah, they're sad. Daddy's on the moon, Mommy's in heaven, and they're there with the teddy bear. Is there a point in that? Probably not. But it let me do it, so I did it. Alright. Oh, the auto flip between first and third person is a little weird, and it might take a minute to get used to, but I kind of like it. Alright. Oh, hey, look. Sputnik. Sputnik Monument. A monument marks the entrance to the Fezenkov, I hope I'm saying that right, Cosmodrome. The facility was abandoned until the Fortuna team made it their base of operations after the blackout and began preparations for humanity's last mission to space. The sign reads, "To the stars." To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Can I open this door? No. Flip. Oh! Mission success! We launched the rocket! That was funny. I don't think that's the rocket they wanted me to launch, though. Anything over here? Just some junk. Okay. How about over here? Alright. Well, I'm assuming we're probably not coming back to Earth anytime soon, so I want to make sure I get all of the scannables so we can get scanned. Ooh, a little hitch. Right. Didn't think it would be easy, did I? Ooh, I got a crank to crank. Do that. Yeah, I did it. Stupid elevator. Alright, let's go up.
Ted, I see you're on your way up to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch.
Okie dokie. Oh, cinematic moment.
It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
Fair enough. Also, why couldn't the door be on this side? Oh, because then you wouldn't have the cinematic. Hey, look at the dish that you can barely see in the sandstorm. There we go. It's a bit dark. Oh, hey. It's an astronaut holding one of those little robots that we saw in the intro screen. Powering our future. Not anymore, it isn't. Oh, someone was mad that their candy got stuck. I totally feel that, bro. Especially when it was the last one. What's this say? If power's out, use code 3548 for the door. Oh, okay. Find the control center and prime the rocket. Use code 3548. Gotcha. Freedom. We busting up vending machines now. Apparently someone was... I mean, it's the last candy bar in the vending machine, and it just... Wouldn't you want to smack it around a little bit? Especially if it's probably the last candy bar and who knows how far. What did I just say it was again? 3548. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. Totally knew that. Correct. So I don't get to explore any of this stuff. Oh, here. Power? Oh. No, it opens the shutter, so that's some light at least. Hope this... You know, can I flip that again? I just had a bad feeling about the... That storm's really bad. I don't want to blow out the windows because, you know, that'd be bad.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
Okay. Should say we're losing forever. Freedom. That is IT war on the machines. Okay, nothing in this bunk. Oh, it's an ashtray. I thought for a second that green ashtray was a moldy sandwich, and I was like, who left a sandwich there to go moldy? Space Tech Magazine, issue number 34, September 2055, Blackout 2054. What happened to the MPT? Life without MPT, a year after the blackout. In this edition, we invite world-renowned scientists to discuss what could have caused the MPT to remain offline, what might have happened to the lunar colonists, and how humanity should move forward. Well, not panicking would be good. Oh, it's a little cargo lift. That's cool. Ooh, look, I found a document. Missing colonist dossier. Isaac Johnson, PhD. Date of birth, 2021. Oh, wow. He went to the University of Cambridge. Mechanical engineering and architect. Occupation Lunar Colonist Council member. Giant missing stamp. His relatives are Kathy Johnson, Claire Johnson, Elizabeth Johnson, who's deceased. Missing since 2409-2054. Last known whereabouts, Copernicus Moon Lab. Psychological profile. Known workaholic. Consumed with creation and maintenance of MPT. Obsessive tendencies caused rifts in personal relationships. Increasingly reclusive after death of wife Elizabeth Johnson. Back is blank. Oh, I don't get to keep it? Fair enough. Alright, let's practice proper lift safety and leave it in the down position in case the hydraulics fail. Well, I can't go that way. Bummer. Can't go that way, though. Oh, these windows are exposed to the sandstorm, so I guess it didn't matter if I closed the hallway. Oh, well. Zoom? What am I zooming on? What do we get? Fortuna. Determined to seek the truth about the 2054 blackout and restore the MPT connection, Maria Gonzalez has raised the Fortuna team from the ashes of the WSA. Since 2055, Maria's team has been secretly working on their mission. Sweet. I hate that escape doesn't close this after we hit this X every time. It's a little annoying, not gonna lie. Hey look, it's the Earth. With a little moon around it. What's this? Huygens Research Facility. In memoriam, the Huygens malfunction of 2048. Okay. That screen has seen better days. I don't think a cloth is going to get that clean, though. Can I look at this notepad? No. Notepad. No. During the Huygens malfunction, we had comms with Earth. The blackout is different. Flow does of whole colony go silent? What happened up there? Freedom. Just put the monitor in Rice. Good as new. I think Rice takes scratches off the screen, but you never know. Nice whiteboard drawing. We'll go in here and see Fortuna. Oh. What's this? Mara's broken ASE unit. One of the few survivors of 2048 Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Oh. Maria brought her damaged ASE unit back to Earth with her. She's been trying to repair her ASE in hopes of restoring holographic recordings captured by the device during her time at the Huygens Research Facility. Gotcha. Dear Sarah, we met years ago on the Pearson Space Station. I was relieved from service after the Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Remember how we talked about my broken ASE? I'm looking for a way to extract its holographic data, and I'm hoping you could help me out, Maria. Hi, Maria. Yeah, I remember. Holographic data runs through a unique hardware component. I specialize more in software, so you should reach out to my colleague, Rolf Robertson. Robertson? Those are two S's. At Pearson. He's an excellent mechanic. Sarah Baker. Reading personal logs now. Isn't that a little creepy? Loctitine antidepressants. 100 pills. Sophia Co. Okay. Ooh, photo. What is happening with this flame? That is the biggest flame on a tiny candle I've ever seen. In memoriam. Those lost during the Huygens malfunction on June 10th, 2048. Don't forget everyone we've lost that day. Okay. That's everything in here. Looks like it. Moving into... Oh, hey! Wow, game, you gotta stop that. I might need to tweak down some settings. Oh, why is there a ghosting effect on my character when I spin the camera like this? Let me go in and... I'm willing to bet it's because I have ray tracing turned on. Let's turn it off. There's no saving, just loading. Great. I didn't get rid of that. Okay, maybe it wasn't ray tracing. Okay, let's see. We want to go over there, it looks like. So let's go over here first. Check out this corner. Look through this and go, oh yeah, we can't go that way. Come over here. Empty crate, some tools on the ground. Some sort of a thingy. A set of stairs in our way, it looks like. And there's nothing over here we can interact with. Alright, fair enough. Is this a pit? Weird, but okay. Why am I not grabbing? Let's grab it from the side? Oh, here we go. Wait, You just grabbed it, dude. Grab it again. Okay, jump. What are you doing to me, game? There we go. Oh, probably should move this way or something. Cute. Good to know. Right on. Great, it's dark again. Hey, Peter. The Ultra, how are you? Do you like it so far? It's good so far, other than the weird why it wouldn't let me grab the rolly ladder stairs thingy for a second there. I've had a couple of little graphical hitches. I might need to turn some. Yeah, see, I keep having little. Yeah, that's kind of just the character being weird. But every once in a while, we have a little like hitch. I think I just need to. Let me check out my settings real quick. What do I have this set to? No, the wrong screen resolution, of course. And I can't change it because my TV is acting as a mirrored, or as a duplicated monitor, probably. It's on Epic. Should I turn it down one? Desync on, advanced. We just turned off ray tracing. I'm using DirectX 12. Let's turn the shadow resolution down to high. And probably post-process. You know, I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to do one thing at a time. Oh, that just that right there. That's fixed it. Perfect. Excellent. A weird haloing effect around my character, I don't think. Anyways, up the stairs. Oh, see there. It's like a load transition glitch when I hit the load zone or something. I don't know. It's only going to be every once in a while. I don't know. I'll just put up with it. I don't care. Not game breaking. If it turns into a game breaking thing, we'll go in and turn some other settings down. Were they packing the plates or did they unpack the plates? A fire exit. Vader still looks great though. Oh yeah. It's very pretty. Evacuation notice. Everyone had to leave. Fortuna 1 is a go. Thank you, everyone. And a little firework. What's this? Oh, beer pong. And this guy won.
The control center is located on the top floor of the facility. The dust storm is approaching fast. Let's go.
Crumble, crumble. Claire's office.
Isolated 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we had in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right. Causes of the blackout.
Cool. So Claire hammers down the final details as she goes over her mission preparation notes one last time, recorded 14 September 2059, about 5 years after the blackout. Cool. So that's... Oh, the Astro tool has picked up an encrypted transmission from the unknown source. Though unintelligible in its current state, it appears that collecting more database items is the key to unlocking the message. Oh, okay. Cool. What's this? Data recovery. The Astrals took the scatter trace information ranging from the lunar colony. On-site data recovery should yield insight to the sender, content, and receiver of the message. Then we've got some... What does that mean? We have to discover a person? And then some malfunctioning stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Close. Control center that way. Oh, satellite. Oh, it's pieces of the rocket ship. Oh, okay. That's not satellite. That's the booster rocket. Whatever. There's rocket model. Recruited straight out of university, Claire Johnson designed the Taurus 5 rocket for the Fortuna mission. Claire was eager to join the team to uncover the fates of her father and sister on the moon after the 2054 blackout. Cool. Oh, that screen's not all mushed up. Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. 2, Supreme Court of the United Kingdom, Parliament Square, London.
Can't stick around any longer, Fortuna. The rocket has to be primed as soon as possible.
Give me a break, lady. Parliament Square, London, SW1 Ether 3BD Tel 0207970150. Claire Johnson, Rosalind Muse, Hampstead, London, NW31JJ Tel 4470114420. Honorable Judge Richard Edge, Supreme Court, Parliament Square, London, blah 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 blah. Custody denied. Case subject custody file number blah blah blah. Dear Ms. Johnson, the court rules the father Isaac Johnson has the right. Father Isaac Johnson, as the next of kin, has been granted full custody over Kathy Christina Johnson after the mother Elizabeth Johnson's untimely death. As her current guardian, you are ordered to ensure that Kathy is brought to safe passage to the moon to be reunited with her father. Sincerely, Honorable Judge Richard Ed. Really? They said you gotta send the kid to the moon because that's where her dad is? Are you nuts? I would have said, yeah, you can take care of her until he gets back, but once he comes back to Earth, you would surrender all custodial rights to your father. It's weird. Okay. She's like, hurry up, the storm's coming. I'm trying to collect all the collectibles, lady. I'm like 99.9% sure I'm never coming back here, so.
Good. You're in the control center.
I am.
Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
As fast as I can. That's totally what I'm doing. I'm not looking for something to scan or read or collect. Oh, not me. Just do what I'm supposed to. Pushing a button. Right away. Right now. I'm gonna push a button. Any minute now. Ooh, this looks fancy. Right. Let's actually get over here and push a button. Launch preparations. Reboot. Oh, that's easy enough. Boop. Rebooting.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
Okie dokie. Close both fuel valves. Oh, okay. Whoops. Is that this terminal? No. It's got to be the control center. Down here! Oh. That's not what I'm doing? Wait, was I supposed to tap the thingy on the thingy? I guess not. Oh, maybe I need to physically go out there and close a valve? Okay, I can do that. Don't know if I need the elevator, but I did it anyways. Clink, 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 clink. Turn valve 1. Valve closed. I'm skipping the ladder. Just guessing that I won't die. Clink. Oh! I see how you are. See why I need the ladder now. Need to go get the stairs. Well, you a pain in the butt. Is it stuck? Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Okay, don't grab it. See if I can. There we go. Oops. I hit a thingy. What did it get stuck on? Moving very slowly. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That was annoying as hell, though. Boop. F. Oh, right, this way. No, let's just go like this. Yoink. There we go. Skip you because you're annoying. Get back
Okay,
inside.
the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Now turn the priming key. Gotcha. Click. Whoa. Cool. And it didn't blow up on our faces.
That's it. The rocket is primed. You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
Gotcha. I'm running as fast as I can. Go, go, go. Faster, faster, elevator. Running out of time. Boop. We did it. We made it. Yay! Show me crawl. Oh,
rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Okay, so flipping the switch. All three of them? I think so.
Ground launch sequencer started.
2 is this lever.
Orbital access arm retracted.
3
Be a
is...
little more careful.
Wait, what?
Perfect. Just
Oh,
like
there we
we
go.
practiced.
This one, and then leave these two. What?
Auxiliary power units booting up.
4 is this one.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm rig. Hold it,
Oops.
but barely. Try to go easy on the equipment. Vent arm safely in place.
5 is the dials. What do you mean? They're in position. What do you mean they're not in position? Oh, there we go. That's kind of dumb. Okay.
System engaged.
6 is both of these to... Oh, which are these here? 7's this?
Hydrogen burner system activated. Rocket boosters ready for ignition.
7.
Standing by for countdown. Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in
Oh,
5,
heck yeah.
4,
3, 2,
start.
1. Lift off!
Lift off.
Woohoo! Going to space, Mom. And then the rocket blows up, right? No one's gonna get motion sick watching this. We are taking off in a dust storm, so I guess that's the thing. I don't remember doing
The rocket has
7.
entered the thermosphere. You're on your way for Juno 1.
Cool. Main engine cut off, stage separation, second stage ignition. Assuming it's doing it by itself. It's not telling me to do it. Whoa, look, it's Earth. Earth doesn't look so healthy.
The view must have been breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago.
It's pretty cool.
They knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust.
Yeah?
If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell.
Do my best.
We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future.
I'll do what I can.
You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station.
Okey-dokey.
From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout.
Gotcha.
If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson. Clear? We need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad. Understood. For Tuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the...
Go figure, I get cut off before she tells me the important thing.
Please, deliver us the...
Oh, she said the thing. Alright, launch the rocket. Complete the second stage of the launch sequence. Alright. How? Main engine cut off. What's the main engine cut off again? 8. Okay, this. Stage separation is 9. Where's that? This switch right here. Ooh, an oxygen canister. Oh. Oh, who didn't strap down all the stuff? Come on, people. What is that? Is that... Oh, I don't know what that is. Yeah, anyways. 10. What was step 10? Wait, where's... Oh, right there. Oh, the lever again. Gotcha. Oh, this lever. Hey! Oh, I got the achievement. Fly me to the moon. Bade farewell to your home planet. Boop! Pooped out the end and it'll burn up the atmosphere. And off to the moon we go. Rocket Man. Burning up my fumes out here alone. Deliver us the moon. They really want you to know that this game is called Moon Delivery. I mean, Deliver Us the Moon. Ooh, I see a blinky light on the moon. That must be our landing point. We made it. Okay. Slouching. Oh, right, there's that cool tether thing. So we just gotta dock with this. Hey, I like that. I don't have to land. Well, there's some light on Earth, so that means not everything's. Objective. Enter Pearson Station. Dock to the station. How hard could that be? Oh. Move down. Suppose it doesn't care how accurate I am. I mean, we're in the green. That's probably good enough, right? Stay on target. Stay on target. Ooh, getting off target. Oh, I'm off target. I'm off target. Back up, back up, back up, back up. This should just auto-lock now. Uh-oh. Slow us down. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Wrong. There we go. Whew. Vader, yeah, we learned in The Expanse that this can be very bad not to strap down the stuff. No kidding. I did it. I docked a thing. Cool. I'm automatically out of my seat.
Ground control to Fortuna 1.
This is Major Tom.
Space station by now. The storm has severely damaged our instruments, so we can't reach your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck with that.
Thanks. Oh, Zero G, awesome. I love Zero G games. Unless it's crappy Zero G, then I hate it. Pearson Space Station. 5 years after the blackout. Okay. So check the station scanning MPT network. Oh, that's easy enough. Fly through here, right? Oh, this is another airlock. Is this to go outside? Oxygen depleting. Oh, that's not great. Bring the support systems back online. Well, that's probably a great idea. Where's life support? This has an electric bolt, so let's go look in here real quick. This is just storage? Okay. Well, let's go towards the central hub. Maybe that will have what I need. No. Guess we're not going to the central hub yet. Now, without power. Fair enough. Observation dome? That's cool. What's over here? Bunch of loose junk. That's not helpful. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the airlock and refill my air before I go down. Just on the off chance that, you know, I run out of air. There we go. Ooh, there's a diagram on the screen. Look at this. Oh, it's just the docking thing. Okay, fair enough. Bomber. I thought it was going to show me something. Observation dome. Observation dome. I like the little observation domes. Okay, that's an observation dome as well. So how am I supposed to... Central hub. Will this door open when I approach it? Oh no. That door looks just as dead. What is this? Okay. Is there a reason I can't get through this central hub thingy? Can't interact with that stuff. This door won't open either. Okay. Please tell me this isn't super obvious and I should just know what I'm doing. There's Earth. Well, let's go refill our air again. And being a ding dong. Because those are just additional docking ports. So going that way wouldn't help me any. And these are both just observation-y thingies. I have a map. No. What magical thing am I not getting? See how flipping upside down would make a difference by... Whoa. I am completely at a loss for what I'm supposed to be doing. I need this thing? Oh, I do need this thing. Oy vey. No, I didn't highlight. I didn't realize. Doi-doi. Do I plug it in here? Do. There we go. Hey, look, an oxygen. Life support systems. Oh, I see. So do I need to get 2 more of those funky canisters then? There's one of them. Oh! Ow. I bonked into it. My bad. We'll enjoy the view out the window as soon as I get air back going. Okay. I bet the other one's in a closet over here. Then again, I need to steal the one out of the... Oh, sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Gotta float through. Do I need to steal the one out of the hallway? Can I steal the one out of the hallway? Won't the door just close on me if I do that? Totally did. Enough. Huh. Alright, there's gotta be another one floating around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Liar. You tricked me. What if I swap our power thing? Oh, I see how to do it. Aha! A little battery swappy game. Keep the door open. Now go through. Grab this one. Go back through. Plug this in. Boopity-boo. And then grab you. There. We just can't go back to our ship. Beta, those games does not give you much visual aid. You always have to pay attention to the pictures and diagrams you see in the shot, etc. Yeah. System reboot required. Boot. Restoring life support. Life support online.
Backup power active. Life support systems online.
Cool.
Levels rising.
Right. Yeah. Access the station power inside the control center of the Libra wing. Okay. First, can we just take a moment to stare out at the stars? Just look how cool it is. Can I bump into things and send them for... Oh. Hey, cool. Physics. Solar panels. That's cool. Alright, which way is Libra wing? That's storage. I'll bet Libra wings through the door that was only partially opened. Okay, so I'm at Central Hub with the red dot. Libra wing is down there. Okay. So I guess we'll go down this hatch. Did this door open over here? Or is it still partially opened? Okay. Hey. To Copernicus Moon Hub. Issued for space elevator drop, blah blah blah, SE parts. Oh, hey. It's parts for the broken little robot that we don't have with us because we left it back there. Alright. Let's go down the hatch. Do. Ooh, an audio thingy. Let's get it.
Expedition team, do you copy?
Copy, Control. We're all set. Ready for descent.
The MPT network is still down, so expect the lights to go out as you descend towards Copernicus.
Thanks for the heads up, Pearson.
Remember, Sarah, our oxygen here in the station is limited. After arriving, you'll have 40 minutes to find out what caused the blackout and bring our MPT network back online. If you're not back by then, we'll have to evacuate without you.
We hear you, Control. Rolf, you ready?
I am. And don't worry, Control. It's probably just a glitch. We'll be back before you know it.
Let's find out how they've been holding up down there. Alex, commence descent protocol.
All systems go. Descent in 3, 2, 1. Descent engaged. Godspeed.
Okay. So the team went down in the lift to investigate. What's this? Under construction. Okay. Oh. Oh. Where did I come from? There? Right. It looks like going through is the only way to go. So the elevator's offline, so we can just pass through. What's that? The Pearson space elevator improved the logistics of getting people and supplies to and from the moon. When the 2054 blackout occurred, station crew members Sarah Baker and Rolf Robertson were sent down the elevator to investigate the blackout on the moon's surface. Due to the station's emergency protocol, their time was extremely limited. That makes sense. There's nothing else to scan around the corner, is there? No. Now where am I? Central Hub. Okay. And I want the Libra wing. What's this do? Close the hatch? Oh. Cool, it did close the hatch. Here's Libra. Searching I will go. We're falling. It only feels like falling because there's a ladder thing right there above us. Feet's down. Sleeping quarters. What's this? Interact with it. Nope. Alright. Ooh. Toilet. Let's see, can we open any of the lockers? No. Interact with any of this junk? No. Okay. So is my character like laying flat in his stomach at all times while moving? Probably. Maintenance can save your life. This door's busted. Let's check out Rolf's room first. After the cryosleep generator in the Hughes research facility malfunctioned in 2048, Maria's search for answers led her to investigate what remained of the machine. Unable to determine the exact cause of the malfunction, she sent this fragment to Pearson Space Station mechanic Rolf Robertson for assessment. Ah, okay. Dear Mr. Robertson, I'm one of the few survivors of the Huygens cryosleep malfunction. I've recently come across a fragment recovered from the cryo generator. I was hoping you could inspect it. Also, is there any way I can get my ASE to project holographic data from that day? I want to find out what really happened at Huygens. Maria Gomez. Dear Ms. Gomez. Oh, sorry, Gonzalez. I was reading that as Gomez. I've inspected the generator fragment you sent over, but can't find anything conclusive. As for holographic data, it's unfortunately location-based. Holograms can only be projected where they occurred. If the Lunar Council ever clears access to Huygens again, I think the best thing to do is to bring your ASE and check the holographic data that's there. That sounds like a dumb system. I'm not gonna lie. I want holographic playback anywhere, not just at the spot it happened. Ooh, Moonman. Moonman, first contact. The astronaut docks into a rundown space station on his way to the moon. In it, he discovers clues of old friends. an old friend. Convinced that they may still be alive on the moon, he doubles his efforts to reactivate the space elevator in a race against time. So the comic books are basically a meta version of the story or something. Aha, you're in the game and we're giving you hints. Ooh, Earth. That's cool. Ah, yes, it's the telescope. Not a weird cylinder with a crank on the side. Oh, hey, it's supposed to be Hubble? Yep, Hubble Space Telescope. That's cool. Alright. Let's go over here into Sarah's room.
There you go, buddy. Almost there. We'll touch up your paint job later, don't worry.
Are you ready to go? We've almost got the elevator running again.
Yeah, just patching up Alex before we head down.
Are you bringing that thing along?
Of course. We'll need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
Besides, you wouldn't have made it to that airlock if it hadn't been for him. This MPT blackout can't be just a glitch, Rolf. Everything is still dark down there. Last time there was an outage. Did you hear the message from Earth?
No. What did they say?
They can't even send ships up here anymore without the MPT. It's crazy, right? We're the only ones able to investigate the blackout.
Sarah, we need to get you guys down to the surface ASAP. We don't have much time.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, stop dilly-dallying. Ooh, what's that? Danger, electrical shock risk. Do tamper with hardware and drivers. ASE behavior update 2.0. Oh. Reminder, they have changed the code again. New code is 2539. Good to know. Use the code to access the control center. Sweet. Oh, look at that cool keyboard. Councilmember Lavarde. The MPT is still offline. What's going on? Backup power is finally running up here at the station, and we're preparing the Pearson elevator to take us down to Copernicus Moon Hub to provide any assistance you might need to bring the MPT back online. We're coming. Please be safe, Sarah Baker. Journey through time. Ooh, he has a guitar. Or she has a guitar. There. Okay, there's oxygen. Yeah, that's fine. How did I hear that through my helmet, though? Must have a microphone pickup on the inside of the helmet. They came from far, far away. Treasure under the sea of gold. And one I can't see. Junkity junk junk. Junkity junk. Interact with these? No. Whoa. Alright, did we look at everything in here? Seems so. I have a feeling we're going to be coming back for that little module right there, which is annoying because I wish I could just take it with me now instead of having to wait, but whatever. 2539. 2539. Correct. I diagnose. Diagnosing. Pearson Space Station MPT transmitter offline. Connection to the MPT network not established. Contact Moon Base. Contacting Moon Hub. No connection with Moon Hub. Space elevator to Moon Hub offline. Additional energy required. Rotate station for additional power. Rotation engine offline. Of course. Why would it be online? Find a way to power station rotation engine in the excuse me areas when okie dokie. For humanity. For the future. Maintenance saves lives. Microwave power transmission. The MPT is keeping our families alive. Do not let it go offline. Every day we work for the safety of our loved ones. Report any structural damage to the closest maintenance supervisor as soon as possible. It is our duty. Yeah, bro. Why you guys do better? Orion Wing, Research and Development. Let's see. Oh, it's blank in the back. This is Rolf's station. Huh. Yawns. Maintenance saves lives. Never go out without ASE by your side. The Quarters Moon Hub Maintenance Wing has all the tools and experience required for your ASE demands. Okay. Feature chest list. Sarah. Remote control update, human behavior update, robot arm software, holographic praise back, Astro tool, space elevator weekly maintenance. Ask Rolf to answer Maria's message. Okay. Is that a thing? No. Councilmember MacArthur. In the past few months, my team and I have encountered problems with construction material shipments. We were supposed to be finished with the Orion Wing by now, but again, we've missed our milestone due to shipments being repeatedly cancelled. When can we expect the Lunar Council to approve future shipments? Sarah Baker, Pearson Station Engineer. Engineer Baker, the Lunar Council has decided to shift resource priorities around because of new construction on the moon. For the time being, I recommend you make do with what you have. We all do down here. Council member. Council member, new construction. Is the eugenics facility finally being repaired? It's about time that place opened up again. There's too much knowledge buried there since the cryo sleep malfunction. Engineer Baker. Engineer Baker. Suffice to say that while the construction project is classified, it does not concern Huygens. Access to the Huygens research facility remains restricted until further notice. Well, we'll see about that. I'm going in there. First chance I get. Hi, chair. Excuse me. Yeah, there was never gravity on this place, right? Alloy System Engineering? What is this? What am I supposed to put there? Oh, it's the recharging station for the little robot, I bet. Or droid. Space Tech Magazine. Reflections on the Huygens cryosleep malfunction. In this edition, we interviewed WSA Lunar Council member Dr. Rosa Lavadre about the cause of the 2048 Huygens cryosleep malfunction and how we can avoid this type of catastrophe in the future. Just me, or is these magazines, they're all... Excuse me, glossy. Oh, glossy. It's weird. Chips. So get some chips. Snack. Okay, let's go over here. There's nothing written on that. Evacuation procedure. In case of an emergency, please pay attention to the following guidelines. Space Station evac. Travel to Moon Hub. Full elevator lockdown. You have ±1 hour before departure. Please leave your possessions behind. Moon Lab evac. Travel to Space Station. Full elevator lockdown. Yeah, ±1 hour before departure. Please leave your possessions behind. Make sure to wear a spacesuit. If both facilities are in emergency state, report to your station operator for evacuation instructions. Pearson's Copernicus. Kiss your booty goodbye. They're both in trouble. Which kind of seems to be what happened. Jeez, the League yawns again. Go figure. 3 and 4 are empty. Can't look at that. Yeah, there's a suit over here. I want to take a peek at it and see if there's anything interesting and or useful. Oh, there's 2 suits. Nothing fancy going on there. Alright, let's go through to Orion. Under construction, it says. Whoa, I'm a space arm. Oh, I see. Cool. Lasers. I'm firing my laser. There we go. Thanks, arm. Now I can get through here. Ew, I need to hit the button, though, don't I? Boop. Oxygen depleting. I will take you. Oh, we took the... Oh! Oh my. Cool, we took the laser out. That's awesome. And just let them float away. Cut in emergency? Well, this is an emergency. And it's empty. Great. Excuse me, panels. I just wanted to get past you. There we go. There we go. Oxygen. Where's that other one? There you are. There. Excuse me, coming through you.
Ground control to Sakina 1. We're still not reading anything from the MPT. Is everything under control up there?
Everything's offline, lady. What do you expect? Yoink. Just in case I need it. Perfect. Didn't miss anything, did I? Highly doubt it. Air canister, you stay there. Just in case I have to come back through this way. Alright, let's go. Oh, you're
Assembling section 3C now.
Copy that. Do you think we'll finish construction anytime soon?
Was the council claiming more supplies each week? I doubt it. I'm surprised we got this past MacArthur in the first place.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm getting strange readings here from the lunar surface. Are you seeing anything?
Just wrapping up. What the hell? All the lights are shutting down.
Are you alright, Rolf? What just happened?
I can't see a thing. Everything is dark out here.
We lost power from the MPT. The whole station is down. Can you find your way back to the airlock?
Negative. I don't have a visual.
Right. I'm sending Alex to block the airlock doors. Do you see him?
I see his flashlight. Heading back to the airlock. What's going on? Everything on the surface is dark.
Rolf, not now. What's your ETA?
10 seconds.
Make it faster. Once the airlock seals, you'll be locked out. Alex is blocking the door for you, but he can't hold it much longer.
Oh boy. It's not great. Okay. Bonk. Excuse you. Crates. Suit. Is this a thing or? Oh, interesting. What's this? Order denied. Order request form. Destination patient station. Request Orion wing expansion. They requested a life support extension panel, oxygen ventilation motor, oxygen ventilation pipes. Does that say hull isolation material, external hull shielding, internal hull compound, crouch sleep hibernation pods, power cell? And it was denied. All construction materials order need official Lunar Council supervision and approval before shipments are sent and delivered. Questions or complaints can be deposited at your WSA lead. Deposited? Really? Or at website. Signed by the council member. They just a happy bappy group. Okay. Let's get through the maze of storage racks, shall we? Oof. Excuse you. Oh. Though operational, the Pearson Station was never completed. Sarah and Rolf oversaw construction of the final wing until Lunar Colony member MacArthur suspended shipments of material, such as this panel, diverting all resources to a classified project on the moon. Huh. Interesting. There's the surface of the moon. Let's go this way. Alright, we're in the Ares wing. No power. Well, that seems incredibly dangerous. Look, it's like in the train on GoldenEye. Supposed to cut that? There we go. Close the circuit. Though shouldn't there technically be electricity buzzing out of one of those wire ends now? Depending on which way it was coming from. Whatever. What the f... What the hell? Oh, there was a leak in the water system. It's little blobs of water. Oh, that's cool. That's weird, but cool. Okay. Life support. Let's go in here. Provide power to the station rotation engine. Right. Oh, snap. Back. Mine.
Life support energy supply at 40%.
Yeah, I know. Let's spin this stupid station. Can't do that without doing this. Ha! Don't touch the wires. Or you'll get quite the ha shock.
Life support energy supply at 20%.
No, there's a cut power to the wires. Oh, sure you. Ow! Ow!
Life support energy supply critical. Power fully redirected from life support to rotation engine. Access control center to activate engine. Life support failing.
Great.
Life support shutting down. Oxygen reserves low.
Wonderful.
Life support offline. Oxygen reserves critical. Life support offline. Oxygen reserves nearly exhausted.
I get it. I'm running out of air. Well, I'm not sure why. Yoink! Activate rotation engine. Rotation engine activated. Space elevator online.
You know what? Pearson has started its outer ring rotation. Looks like you're making yourself.
Ooh! Oh, shit. Ow. Oh, is that... God damn. Grab something. Whew! Phew. Almost there. Whew! Vader, you're fine. Just doing a spacewalk. Yeah, just an unplanned, unintended spacewalk. It uses my air every time I boost forward, too. Woo! There's another one. Boost forward. Just a little bit. What happened? Something must have been caught up or whatever, and then the stupid rotation started and kablam! Everything just blew apart. Ah, almost. Oh, it's not horrible, I guess. Come on. Fortunately, my forward momentum does not seem to carry very well. I'm just gonna boost forward. Yeah, see, it's like I come to almost a complete stop when I let go of the boost forward. This is space. I should continue just drifting in the direction I boosted myself near endlessly. Fortunately, oops, I think this means that I've lost my ride home for sure. Sadly. Hello. Multiple canisters of oxygen. Let's go. No, no, no! You're mean, game. You're real mean. Come on, laser. Activate. Is it empty? Oh. So if that's empty, I'm freaking dead. Where's the next one? There it is. In here. Well, this was my way home. Gosh darn it. Ooh. Be out of here. Woo!
All personnel, assemble in orbital elevator.
Bye, station. Well, we're on our way to the moon at least, which was our ultimate goal anyways. Oh. Well, that could have been worse. Could have been better, but it could have been worse. We're here. Okay. Go to Control Center. Retrieve an ASD unit to gain access to the MPT Control Center. Oh, okay. Wait. Where's the door again? Oh, right here. Yes? No. Oh, I need to hit the button, don't I? Network offline. Station power very low. Run diagnostic. Doors. There's only one door here. Moon hub. Oh. Well, things aren't looking amazing, but, you know, it's sealed and there's air. That's good, right? Right?
ASD required.
I see. Could you tell me where to find an ASE, madam? Hi. No, don't tell me the computer AI went crazy and killed everyone. Green, wait, old inspector will replace. Old inspector will replace. What? Why is it Y? I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. Weird, but okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
It seems empty. Where is everyone?
I have no idea. I've never seen the base like this. Is Alex getting any heat signatures?
No, nothing. This can't be right. I'll go downstairs, see what I can find.
Sarah, we'll figure this one out. And thank you, both of you, for saving me when the blackout hit. I know
Expedition team, you must be at the surface by now. Remember, you only have 40 minutes down there.
Copy that, Pearson. Don't mention it, Rolf. Can you check out the control center and see what's wrong with the MPT?
Will do.
Keep your comms on. I'll update you when I find something.
Okay. So everything was like this when they got here. Good to know, I guess. Council, private quarters, Isaac Johnson. Oh, hey. Isaac was devastated when he learned of his wife's death in a dust storm on Earth in 2049. Unwilling to keep his daughters exposed to Earth's worsening conditions, he summoned them to join him on the moon. Claire refused out of concern over Kathy's health and looked after her sister until Isaac exerted his influence to gain legal guardianship over Kathy. Kathy was brought to the moon soon after. Ah. Wait, she had an underlying health condition that made her traveling not safe? Antidepressants. I've seen these before. Poor kid. Me, playing nurse to Teddy. Aww. Me, Rosa. ASE is Teddy. Okay. Can I? Here we go. Priscilla Flowers. 5 lessons to make you a perfect parent. Wow, she looks like she's straight out of the 80s. Huh. Okay. This is William MacArthur's room. Either he didn't... Oh, he was packing to leave. Or he just got here. World Secret Service. This is certified that Chief Operations Director W. MacArthur was honorably discharged from the World Secret Service for years of excellent diligence and distinguished service. Vader, you're on the bed with your dirty boots. I mean, the station's pretty effed anyways, so... cares? Brief update. The evacuees from Tombaugh are settled in. MacArthur, the bedlam at Tombaugh can never happen again. I'll have no part in that. Isaac Johnson, Lunar Council. Isaac. Good, then we can begin soon. Time for them to make a decision. Remember that no leap forward has ever come without sacrifice, Isaac. Survival comes at a cost. Soon the events at Tombaugh will be just a faint memory. Time to leave this all behind. Vader, just my OCD talking. Well, I mean, technically I was in space, so the boots would have gotten a thorough sterilization from the solar radiation. Rosa Lavadre. She had a map of Earth. She had a fancy workstation. Notes I can't really read. Picture her kid drew. MPT stuffs. Okay. Oh. Let me... Vader, space dust. But it would still be sterile. Because the solar radiation would have killed pretty much anything surface level, at least. Hey, kitty. Have some treats. She likes her little treats. Vader, all those people are important through the whole story. Ah, gotcha. Vader, it is like sand in the bed. Well, you don't have to sleep in it at least. Speech. Crossroads, Tombaugh, Earth. The best and brightest, the new age, outward. I.e., we're abandoning Earth. Okay, good. We got here, we're safe. Screw all them, we're out. Alright then. Council, this way. William MacArthur, Security and Transport Supervision. It's locked, apparently. Some info. Isaac Johnson, his lab or whatever this is supposed to be is locked. Oh, but Rosa's isn't. Oh, there's a hologram. If we get the thingy going, we can come back and view it. Oh, hey, you.
William, what the hell was that speech about?
Our next chapter, Rosa. It's time. The ships will be ready soon.
You can't be serious. I don't know how you plan to fix this mess, but you'd better do it now.
That won't be necessary. Come with me.
You are serious. Will, have you lost your mind? We can't leave the colony behind like this, not during this blackout. Not with the MPT signal still offline. People on Earth depend on us.
Don't concern yourself with them. Those days are over. We have to start the long journey ahead. That was the agreement.
The ships were supposed to be our last resort. We didn't give up the first time, and we're not giving up now. When the network is back online, we can provide Earth with power again. We're close, William.
No, we're not. We're not close at all. If you still think we can power the entirety of Earth with the MPT, you're more delusional than I thought. We have one last hope, and it's outward. Now get ready, because we're going.
I'm not leaving, Will. Not like this.
I'm not asking. Get her on the ship.
What? Is this really?
What the hell? After an ominous speech, Lunar Council member William MacArthur comes to collect his colleague Dr. Rosa Lavadre for a mysterious journey. Outraged, she refuses to join him and contends with the MPT and Earth can be saved. MacArthur doesn't take no for an answer and forces her to come with him. Recorded 23rd December 2054, 4 minutes after the blackout. I bet he did it on purpose. Maintenance required. Okay. Come with me, little buddy. I'm gonna fix you up real good. Not in here, obviously. I'm just looking around real quick. Okay. Let's take you to the lab. Perfect. Maintenance. Exactly where I need to be to fix the little dude. Ooh, wow, look at this place. It's fancy. Alright, let's get you all patched up here, bud.
Initiating AZ maintenance protocol.
Thank you.
AZ hardware diagnostic. AZ connection to lunar facility network failed. AZ network access port status defective. Component replacement is advised.
Okay. Place network component. Remove AC cover lid. Place network parts on table. Replace network component. Put AC cover lid back on. Oh. Okay, let's go grab the other ones then, I guess. Assuming they're around here somewhere. ASE, keeping memories safe. How to play back your recorded memories. Return to the location of recording. Activate any authorized ASE unit. Watch your memory come to life. Isn't that cool? Still think it's dumb that you can't do it from wherever. But, you know. Whatevs. There we go. That one. And then, ooh. Interesting. Here we go. Install the replacement parts. Alright, as soon as I've been looking around. Oh. Oh. Sorts of bips and bobs. Cool. Might need those in a minute. Okay, what's over here? Is that a cigarette? What are you smoking on a space station or lunar base for? Crazies? Emitter and receiver. Okay.
ASE required.
Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do, okay? When Kathy Johnson was brought to the moon, Dr. Rosa Lavadre was immediately taken with the girl's vivid imagination. Determined to limit the impairing effects of the moon's low gravity on her new friend's physique, Rosa closely monitored Kathy's health and growth rate. Despite Rosa's good care, Kathy's health deteriorated rapidly during her stay on the moon. Uh-oh. Let me guess. She died before the power went out. Alright, let's go toss the bits and bobs on the tray. Nope, still can't use this. So what am I doing? Place network. Wait, what? How am I supposed to know which one goes where? Oh, I guess. Oh, I see. Oh, come on. If I flip that, it will be the right... Whoops, wrong way. There we go. No! There we go. Then you go in... like... this. No? Oh, I guess you wouldn't go in like that. You'd go in... oh, like this. There we go. You... imagining go in... no, like that. There we go, and replace the cover.
AZ network access port replacement successful.
Cool.
AZ connection to Moon Hub facility network established. Proceeding with AZ hardware diagnostic. AZ thruster status defective.
Oh.
Full thruster replacement is advised.
Okay. Wow, I need a bunch of little flat disks. What is this? Cool. You're still my center of gravity. Much love, Liz. Aw, nice. Young Claire Johnson claims WSA competition trophy. In the stunning conclusion to a neck-to-neck race, undergrad student Claire Johnson, daughter to Lunar Council member Isaac Johnson, has claimed first prize in the WSA's prestigious Our Future competition. An initiative of the WSA, the biannual competition is the largest of its kind and stimulates motivation, innovation. Wow, I can read, I promise. Of space travel and sustainable development technologies. Head WSA scientist and Lunar Council member Rosa Lavadre heads the jury herself. Claire Johnson's entry testifies of brilliance rarely seen at her age, commented Dr. Lavadre on Johnson's design. The efficiency and durability of her rocket's design is exceptional and stands out from the rest. As part of her prize, Claire Johnson has received an open invitation to join Dr. Rosa Lavadre research team on the moon, but in a remarkable turn of events, young Johnson has expressed no interest in joining. Unprecedented, Dr. Lavadre remarked. Look, she didn't want to go into space. Can you blame her? Mommy in heaven, Claire back on Earth, Teddy, her and Daddy, the AC, and Rosa on the moon. That looks like a bunch of bits. Cool, they're all in one spot this time. Hi, Isaac. I know you're busy, but could you install a new module to my ASE soon? Lead engineer Sarah Baker from Pearson Space Station has designed an additional motion module that seems fascinating. It'd mean the world to Kathy, too. Hi, Rosa. I apologize, but pressing matters at Tongbrow require my full attention for the next few months. Besides, you know how dearly Kathy wants an ASE of her own. She hasn't stopped asking for one ever since you showed her yours. How are her growth results? Hi, Isaac. Of course our duties come first. As for Kathy, I need to be honest with you. The test results are in and she's not at all growing like a girl her age should. I worry for her health, Isaac. Maybe she was better off on Earth after all. Please at least consider the program. Rosa, you know that she's been no better off on Earth than here. I'll think about the program. Thank you. You mean a lot to her. Huh. I see. Spins. Oh. Good okay. I see. Let's start with this, I guess. Bing. What's next? Oh, you only give me one hint, game? Fine. Ta-da! And I'm gonna guess this one next? And then this one? Oh. Oh, nope. You next. Adoy. And you as the locking doodad. Replace the cover.
ASE thruster replacement successful.
Yay.
Initiate reboot to complete maintenance protocol.
Oh, now I can push the rebooty button. Now time. Rebooty tooty. Go. Ooh. Did it blow up?
Warning. Power generator overload. Local lockdown in effect.
Great. Perfect. Hi, bub. You awake in there? Hiya. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to invade your personal space. Control the ASE. Found yourself a friend. Oh, this is fun. Okay. This is pretty cool. Fly around as a robot. Oop. Okay. And, oh, and it will return. Cool. Alright, let me... Hi, ASE. Let's go. Whoa. Ah.
Local lockdown cancelled.
Sweet. Local lockdown cancelled. Alright. You got a hologram for me, bud? Hi. How do I... Here we go.
Claire. This is Isaac. Hi. I'm not sure if this message will ever reach you.
Didn't.
I don't think it will. But I'm trying anyway. We haven't spoken since the argument about Kathy. I want you to know that she's safe and well.
Good.
This message will be the last you'll ever get from me, or from anyone else up here. It's probably something you'll never understand. Hell, I barely do. If someone ever finds out what happened here, know that I did it for her. For your sister. To give her a chance. But you'll do great. You'll do great things. Take care. And, I love you. I wish I said that more often. Back when you still called me Dad. Goodbye, Claire.
So, dude, how's she supposed to do great things if there's no power? Isaac Johnson sends out one last message to his daughter Claire, full of remorse about their history, but unwilling to explain what happened recently. He bids her farewell and assures her that whatever he did for her sister Kathy. Recorded 23rd September 2054, 7 minutes after the blackout. Is this the... Oh, okay, cool. And then this does what? Calls it to me if I need it to. Okay, gotcha. Okay. What's our objective? Go to the control center. Yes, now we can get to the control center. Let's go. This way. There's one up there is Fritzing. Oh yeah, I looked there, that's right. Can you do that automagically? Yep. Cool.
Still no trace. This just doesn't feel right. Alex, scan for data history. There's a recording. Rolf, come in. I think I've got something. I found a recording from the 23rd.
That's what, 2 days ago? Are you sure?
Yeah. Can you see it from up there?
I think so. Go ahead.
Alex, project hologram from September 23rd, 2054. This isn't just the Moon Up crew. There's too many of them. These are Tombo evacuees.
How do you know?
These names weren't here before. There's still dust on the stone.
On the monument, you mean?
Yeah. Victims of the Tombo evacuation. The date is the day of the blackout. Something big must have happened over at Tombo.
Pearson coming in for expedition team. Sarah, Rolf, anything on the state of the MPT?
The entire network is down, and I've had no luck with bringing it back online so far.
Make it quick. If things don't work out with the network, head back up here, whether the MPT is online or not. You have 20 minutes left to make it in time for evac.
Copy that, Control. Rolf, I'll check out the living quarters and then head back to the elevator.
Huh. The mystery deepens. Tomba 2040. Okay. Maintenance. Backup power for the vehicle bay. Backup power for the vehicle bay. Backup power for the crew quarters. User Wolf Robertson, access denied, access denied, access denied. Access granted. Network offline. Diagnose. Unable to connect. Insufficient for long distance control. Manually realign empty pillars 1 and 2. Access moon surface through vehicle. MPT pillars 1 and 2 not aligned to Copernicus moon hub. Station power very low. Manually realign the pillars in the moon surface. Open vehicle bay. Opening. Unable to power. Insufficient vehicle power. Provide power. Of course. Why wouldn't there be enough power? So, is this the magic school bus? So what if I yoink this?
Maintenance offline. Crew quarters online.
Alright then, bud. Let's look around a bit before we head into crew quarters. Trades. Okay. Not a lot going on. In 2048, 6 years before the blackout, the experimental cryosleep generator malfunctioned inside the Huygens research facility. Only 3 people survived. Maria Gonzalez, Dr. Rosa Lavarde, and Edgar Davis. For their bravery in the face of disaster, they were awarded a symbolic coin, of which one seems to be missing. Yeah, we saw it was back on the... back on Earth, I believe. Oh, the Vendotrons are empty. There's no food. I'll starve to death. Okay. Alright. Let me go through the middle here real fast to be sure. Not miss C. Okay, here we go. Farewell, dear friend. We joined the WSA to give our families hope. We came to the moon to save our Earth, in spite of the odds. Looks like Lady Luck has finally abandoned you. No fire burned brighter than yours. No heart, that's a teardrop, was more determined. No mind more focused. No presence more inspiring. My hands tremble when I think back of what happened at Temba. Went, and then things stopped. Either got too emotional and she couldn't finish, or he couldn't finish, or whatever caused the disaster here happened. Not sure, it's weird. Ooh, will this play a video if I push the button?
microwave power transmission is a technological marvel that provides both Earth and the lunar colony with power. Energy from the Tombow reactor is relayed across the frontier through Copernicus Moon Hub and Pearson Station. As the transmission is received by the vast array of 42 MPT ground stations along Earth's equator, it is distributed with equality and fairness to bring light to our families back home. We provide the new flame for everyone.
Yeah, okay. Moon Hub.
Copernicus Moon Hub, where the Lunar Council and the pioneering astronauts constructed the first sustainable outpost on the moon. Seasoned explorers and aspiring colonists alike gather on this historical site. It is amongst them that you will find your place in protecting a prosperous future for all. It is here that greatness dawns.
Okay. I do have level select. Oh. Pearson.
Spanning a distance of over 400 kilometers to connect to the moon's surface, the Pearson Space Elevator is by far the tallest structure in human history. Safe, secure, and comfortable, the station connects moon and man. The monumental and ambitious construction was completed in 2041, when the station was crowned with the MPT transmitter. With it, the MPT network was finally complete. Pearson Space Station, our stairway to the stars.
Yeah. It's a little broken right now.
Home to the state-of-the-art fusion reactor, the Tombow facility is the heart of humanity's mining operations on the moon.
Vader, not me more because you destroyed it.
Provides for the ever-growing expansion of our colony and lights the surface of both moon and Earth. Under Councilman Johansson's trusted leadership, our harvests have been bountiful and our MPT signals steady. Through labor, we grow. All of us.
Uh-huh. Except something happened there, apparently. It's not great. One second. That crew quarters door was over this way, right? Yes, alright. Let's go explore the crew quarters. I did, Vader. I did give the cat her meds. Thanks for asking. What the? That doesn't seem safe. Through labor we grow. Oh. What happened here? Although WSA protocol strictly forbids physical conflict on the moon, rather overloaded ASE unit safety limiters for crowd control. Many expressed concerns over the dangerous voltage. When facing an overloaded drone, most would rather flee than fight. No kidding. Huh. I'm gonna guess that the little cranky robot over here that was zapping... Yeah, that one. I see. You little jerk.
Come in, Rolf. I'm at the quarters. Do you read me?
Copy that, Sarah. I hear you. Anything interesting?
Everything's deserted, so nothing new here.
Sarah, Rolf, this is Pearson Control. Our time's running out. Take the elevator back up here to make it in time for evacuation. You've got 2 minutes.
Negative, Control. MPT network is still offline.
Leave it. We have to go. Head to the elevator now. I'm not putting anyone at risk.
Understood. Wrapping up now. Sarah, you heard Control. Are you almost here? Sarah, come in. Everything okay? Come in.
Rolf, get over here quickly. An AZ unit just activated, but something's not right. The doors are locked behind me.
What do you mean? We've got to go.
I'm serious, Rolf. Get over here. I can't get out.
30 seconds or you're too late for evac. Head to the elevator
Negative control. Engineer Baker requires immediate assistance. We need more time.
Evacuation procedure cannot be delayed.
Negative.
I'm calling up the elevator now.
Negative control. Control.
No, guys! There's still time! I just need some help! Rolf, are you still there?
I think she's dead. Well, she would be dead anyway, but... Just as Sarah rolled for order to return to Pearson Station, Sarah has a chance encounter with a vigilant presence. Recorded 2 days, 2 hours, 11 minutes after the blackout. Oh. We don't have... Outward. Blackout mission. Where are these entries with the... Oh, they would be in the mission log. Alright, we need to find the... Hopefully it's down there. This room's still accessible. Not helpful. Oh, someone had a contraband lock. Little hidey hole in the floor. Interesting. Wow, they were sticking them in here like sardines. In emergencies, use Moon Hub's construction year to enter the office. Do not share. The construction year. Moon Hub's construction year, huh? What would that have been? No. On the screens I just listened to? Gotcha. Can I go back there, or did the thing lock me in here? Let me finish this circuit real quick. There we go. An authoritarian in the making. Or just an authoritarian, period. Moonman, the bridge. An astronaut descends to the moon and finds it deserted. As he investigates the facility and unravels the reasons, hey, stop moving, for its abandonment, he soon learns that he has no choice but to enlist the aid of an artificial intelligence with unknown intentions. Well, that's comforting. You're not turn on me, are you, little buddy? Are you a little buddy? Yeah, we can't go back, unfortunately. It locked us in. But I bet you it's down here somewhere. 2032? Let's try it. First, let's look at these. The Tomba facility was evacuated under obscure pretenses around the same time the MPT went offline. Whatever transpired in Tomba, these quarters provided ample room for temporary shelter under McCarthy's watchful eye. Okay. We've received another formal request from Sarah Baker, the lead engineer working at Pearson Space Station. She keeps asking about the canceled shipments for the Orion wing. I worry that she might suspect something. How should we proceed? She emailed me to cease all communication with her. Outward cannot be compromised. Outward. We're going outward. I have a fair guess where outward means they're going. Since the sequel to this is called Deliver Us Mars, I'm going to hazard a wild guess that's where they were planning to go. Whether they made it or not is another thing entirely. Sodas. Ping pong. Isaac had 3 points. Rosa had 2. Kathy had, wow, 7? Dang. Kid was good at ping pong. Or they let her win. 2032. Let's try 2032. Oh, yeah, got it. Can I crouch? No. Oh! You little shit. That hurt. I wonder. You won't attack your fellow ASE unit. That's good. Yes. Ow! Jerk. Well, I'm pulling your battery. Dick. You don't need to be powered on anymore. I need this anyways. Shit. Alright. Vehicle bay number 1.
Vehicle bay offline.
Oh, number 2. Sorry, I read that wrong. And hey, is there anything else to see in the crew quarters before I pull the power so we can't get back in here? Okay, we went this way. Doors unlocked. The doors that were in lockdown are still in lockdown. And I've already been in all the other rooms. Okay. We looked around down here. This is just that. Yeah, this room. Nothing exciting. Alright, I'm gonna say I'm done in here, at least for now. It's not like we can't shove a battery back in and come back later if we need to. Alright, I'm gonna say good enough. Let's go. Okay. What the flip? I don't know.
Crew quarters offline.
Vehicle bay online then.
Vehicle bay online.
Yeah. Let's go. Monorail station? Let me guess, the monorail's offline. Okay, the monorail's not here. Oh, here's a car. Take the monorail at all? Guess not. Alright, well. Oh, I see. Well, they're still putting this one together, it looks like. Huh. Okay. Can I build my own hot rod? Okay, so we take this one. Let's check all these little side rooms before I go blasting off again. There's this one. Huh. Interesting. Doing. All right. Well, it looks like that's about everything we can explore in here. Let's go hop in our. Let me put that back where it was. Just because. All right, let's take the rover. Oh, I get to drive it out of here? I was not expecting that. Yep. Oh, the audio is muted because there, of course, there'd be no sound effects. You're in. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's the first one we want to go to. That's awesome. I love that they decided to keep it realistic. Well, what's this? Just a tower, huh? Ho 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 ho, Nelly. Oh, I see. Excuse me. Let me back onto this platform. Vader, you know there's no triple A coming. Heh. That's sad. Boop. All right. Awesome. Vader, you've played this before, have you not? Don't need to access that right now, I guess. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Go. Kind of, you start it but never finish the first one. You watch play through the rest of the part. You played part 2. Okay. Mostly I'm just wondering if I was gonna stop. How does the game handle saving? Like, am I gonna have to replay something if I stop in the wrong spot? As far as you remember, it saves at a new location. Okay. Because I have to admit, I'm getting a little bit tired, and this is the sort of game where I feel like if I'm not fully focused, I can screw things up. So I was thinking I might stop a little early tonight. I.e., as soon as I finish aligning this tower. Okay, so what am I... Vader, you're beat too? Yeah. It's kind of a long day. There we go. Connect. Oh, that's cool. So it just shoot pulses of energy over and over, I guess? There we go. Oh, I love that it brings me back down here automatically. That's cool. Alright, where was that other tower? Okay, I'm going to drive to their tower and park and then call it a stream. Because, yeah, I'm ready. Vader, it is a stream. Haha. So, just the initial boop is the cool light show, and then it's just always transmitting is kind of the idea, I guess. Even though you don't always see it transmitting, which makes sense, because why render... Why use memory to show the beam always on when you don't have to? All need to be aligned. Yes. I gotcha. Alright. Let's combat park, as it's called. Oh, it took you long enough, stream elements. Whoa, 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 we goofed. Right there. Alright. I'll go in the airlock and we'll stop. Because there's air. And we're safe. Alright, game. Oh, if I hit load, are you sure you want to load and play from the last checkpoint? No? Yes. I'm just curious where it's going to dump me. Oh, sweet. Right here, when we arrived. Sweet. Cool. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you all for being here. Let's see who we can raid. I think Twizzled's streaming some stalker. Yes, he is indeedy. Alright, everyone, we're gonna raid I Bet Twizzled. Vader tomorrow? No, tomorrow. I don't think so. Al is out of town. I think he's still chillaxing with some kittens or something. But, I think tomorrow, I don't know if Krob and the boys have something planned. I was gonna spend some time, getting some recording from a YouTube channel done, so probably won't be on tomorrow, but definitely be back next Friday. We'll pick up where we left off here. But, thanks again, everyone, for being here. We're gonna raid Twizzled. We'll be back next week to continue, as I just said. And until then, thanks for watching. See you next time, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye now.